the squeal following the grunt. She knew the minute she hit it that she'd missed it. And what an important point for her.
Look at that. I mean, that Graf got back that good a shot that well. I just don't think Seles was prepared for that sort of reply.
And really, when I was watching that too, I thought Graf at that point was going to lose the point because she was on her heels.
Tremendous defense from Steffi.
Deuce. Again.
I gotta think she's getting a little tired too, Cliff.
There's no doubt about it.
And she's expended so much energy against Graf, and Graf is, it seems to me anyway, that in this game she's taken a little bit off of her forehand. She's playing the ball around the court more. It's good play.
Steffi Graf holds on. She's having all sorts of trouble, a lot more than she expected, but she's ahead 3 games to 2. It is 1 set all. We'll be back. Steffi Graf of West Germany leads it 3 games to 2 on serve here in the 3rd, but she's been in all kinds of trouble. She was a break down. Monica Seles serving 30 love. Graf won 4 points in a row. That got her back. Seles serving. Against Monica Seles, you could say she has 2 sides, a forehand side and a suicide. Oh, just short. So you could say the same thing about Steffi Graf and her backhand side. Although, as you said, Mary, she has made a lot of forehand errors today. You pointed out. Same thing happened to her at Amelia Island when she lost that match.
Yes, it did.
To Sabatini. He can go awry. In fact, it happened last year as well at Amelia Island. Look at that angle. Extraordinary. Watch how early she hits it. Now this is from the center of the court too, remember. Watch. So Monica Seles holds on. Even in the 3rd set. The stadium court is jammed, of course. It has been since Monday of last week, first day of the championships. Don't come over here and just expect to buy a ticket, because it doesn't happen. Like Wimbledon now.
You think Graf, did you hear her? She just gave herself a come on, exhorting herself.
remind you that Graf, in case you just joined us, a couple of days ago after her last singles match, ate a pizza that didn't agree with her. She hasn't been eating that well the last couple of days, but she's not showing any signs of it.
So she probably won't be happy with her performance. I'm not saying she would blame it on the fact that she was ill the other day. She played a pretty sloppy second set there. You get the sense from Graf, from the way she's played the last couple of games, that she feels she's playing against a tired opponent. She drags her way off the court and then throws in a nice gentle drop volley there, drop shot. She's doing right, because I think she's right. I think Seles is tired.
Yeah.
Right off the line.
Game point for 4-3 third set. Tough struggle all day long for Mademoiselle Graf, hasn't it? From West Germany, 4 games to 3, but on serve in the third set. 4 games to 3 for Graf, as you see. Semi-final women's singles, the French Open Tennis Championships. The other 2 semi-finalists, Sanchez of Spain and Mary Jo Fernandez of Miami, Florida, will play in that semi-final, and the winners, of course, will meet for the championship round. Placed again, and it is not that easy to do because she hits the ball flat. You know, you can get that place that there easier when you use all that topspin like you see so often. But watch this now. This one she kind of guides down there, a little bit of topspin, but not near as much as most. Long. 30-15. Serving to try to even things at 4 games all in the final set. No tiebreakers in the final set here, remember. Of course, you will see that Arancha Sanchez of Spain and Mary Jo Fernandez of the USA match following this one, so stay with us. She's going to have that checked, and so should she. It did hit the line, didn't it?
He's checking.
Yeah, I think when he checks the mark, he will find only half means that half of the ball, of course, hit the line. It's good, she says, confirming what Monica Seles felt all along. Graf will saunter up to it to check. I think, though, that she knows it hit the line. You can see it clearly. So Seles will serve 2.
Right off the line. Wow.
Still game point for Monica Seles to get even here in the 3rd set. It's a risky shot, that down the line shot. The high percentage players cross court. The net's a little lower and it's an easier swing to make.
She's still got a chance for this game. Up 40-15. She's got herself in trouble, but she's got another game point.
Deuce again.
Graf has played these big games before. This is the toughest situation Seles has ever been in.
Extraordinary.
So boldly played by both. Seles just keeps swinging from her heels, shot after shot. Graf has a reply. A very, very tough one.
And what an important point, too. At this stage of the match, 4 games all, and trying to get to 4 games all, break point. So Steffi Graf instead breaks Monica Seles, although Seles had chances, many of them, as you saw, to hold, did not, and Graf will serve for the match. I was interested in your remark, Mary, about Seles, of course, not having the experience that Graf does.
But boy, you couldn't tell from the way she handled that point. That was all kinds of guts. But 2 tired points in a row, I feel. The one that ended the game for Seles, and that one right there. That remarkable rally had to have taken a lot out of her.
Two points from the match. You know that youth, of course, has its problems because you don't have the experience, but you also haven't come eye to eye with the terror of these momentous points, and that can help you. But it looks like it's all over. 3 match points for Graf to get to the final of the French Open Championships. So Steffi Graf is through to the final of the French Open, but having watched that match, you have got to believe that she is not unhappy with the way that she played, the impression that she made on Steffi Graf, and her future as a major player on the women's tour, if it wasn't already assured, certainly is now.
It's a good effort from Graf. I don't know of another player today who could have beaten Seles. She played that well.
So in the final of the French for 1989, Steffi Graf will play Arantxa Sanchez of Spain or Mary Jo Fernandez of Miami, Florida. You see Monica Seles is getting her things together. She broke a number of racket strings, as you remember the match, 3 in fact. Graf did not break one of these as far as I remember. So Graf, as she usually is eager to get on with things, she's eager to get out of here as well. She is waiting, however, on Monica Seles, and now Seles joins her, and the two of them will walk off together.
They're going to be deciding finals, I feel, in the years to come.
Finalist, Steffi Graf, one of them anyway. Let's go back to Barry.
Okay, thanks very much, Cliff and Mary. I don't think there's any surprise in the fact that Steffi Graf is the winner of that match, but I think there's a great surprise in how well the 15-year-old, 15 years old, roll that around. Cliff, you got socks that are older than that. Steffi Graf is on through to the final then. She beats Monica Seles, and now we'll play the winner of the Arantxa Sanchez, Mary Jo Fernandez match. That is up yet. I really do believe that is the case. We've really seen the coming of an outstanding young player today, despite the fact she lost.
This was the point at 4-3 deuce in the final set. I think this is the one that decided the match. A very long rally. Both players, Seles had been up 40-15. Now back at deuce. They faced off.
Remind you that Seles had 40-15 in this game, as you said, Mary. This is deuce.
Seles didn't win another point after that. I really think that was the one that took it all out of her physically.
She gave it everything that she had, which was just short of enough in that point and for the rest of the match. But going into that, boy, was that whole affair a close thing. 6-3 to Graf in the third and final set. And after the match, Kim Prince caught up with her and they had a conversation. And here's what Steffi Graf had to say.
Steffi, we heard you were sick. What exactly was the problem?
Well, I ate something bad, and the following day I couldn't eat anything. I had to throw up and felt quite bad. So today I was feeling much better in the morning, but sure, you're a little bit weaker when you didn't eat for the whole day.
Well, congratulations. Well played. Monica is the first one to take a set off you here, and the first one to take a set off you in a Grand Slam event since the '88 Open. Did you get concerned in the end of that second set and going into the third set?
I wasn't really during the match concerned. I mean, there was definitely a chance to lose. I mean, it's always. But I was concerned about my tennis. I didn't feel as happy as normal. I just missed so many arrows. And she was playing awfully well, but just my game was not anywhere close to normal.
Why do you think that is? Because you'd been ill?
I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, sometimes you have those days where just things don't go the right way you want them.
Well, it must be somewhat of a consolation to you to know that when you're not feeling well and things aren't going your way, they say that's the test of a real champion, that they still win.
True, but still you're disappointed. Still, you're very disappointed about it. I don't know. maybe later I will say, okay, I won the match, but in the moment I'm not very happy about it.
Well, there seems to be a feeling that the toughest critic or the sternest really competition you have is with yourself. Do you feel that? Do you feel that you are the one that really spurs yourself on?
Yes, I mean, I'm the one who says I play well, I play bad. I mean, everybody can tell me whatever they feel like. It wouldn't make much difference. And it's hard to help me then.
As you look ahead, you play in the finals now. This will give you another step on the Grand Slam. Do you begin to get a little sense now maybe that, well, it's within possibility?
No.
You don't
I mean,
think about
know it is still a possibility, that's for sure, but it's not what I'm looking forward to. It's just take the finals and try to play good again. And then I'll see him go to Wimbledon, and there's another tough tournament coming up, and you really never know what can come in between. And there's some tough players now, and you should never be sure about it.
At this stage of the tournament, now you have the final coming up. Do you have a sense of, is this fun now, or is this just the challenge and the competition? Is it still fun for you?
Yeah, you have to enjoy